What is up, YouTube? Turbo IS 300. Not again. All right, guys. So you saw my last video. We went out to Drift, Colorado 2 weekends ago and got the IS on the track for the first time. It was a great day. Obviously, you saw I got a lot to learn about drifting on a track. I've drifted on parking lots before, but never on a track. I've done lots of track driving for time attack, but never for drifts. So obviously, I have a lot to learn and have to learn really how to control this beast. It's pretty twitchy. I definitely need some more angle to it, and I need to stiffen up and lower the suspension. But before we do any of that, unfortunately, I got to go back and do my best to correct a problem that we've had before. Twice now. For some reason, I am cooking turbo drain lines every time that exhaust manifold gets red hot. I'm not sure if it's the exhaust manifold or the exhaust housing on the turbo. As you saw in my last video, I did put some metal fittings on the bottom of the oil drain so that that high temp area would be directed away from the heat, and for some reason it has started smoking again. It started about a day after the drift event, so I know, just hammering on it for 4 or 5 hours. Red hot manifold, it probably heated something up there. So today, you guys get to come along with me as I, for the third time, take this turbo out, see if we can't figure something out. I'm totally open to suggestions, so if you guys know or have a good fix for this issue, please let me know. This has been extremely frustrating. Once I get this oil drain situation figured out, the whole idea is to get the fuel return and fuel regulator put in so I can actually turn this up to, 400 plus horsepower if possible, 10, 12 pounds of boost. So, yeah, here we go. Gonna go ahead and tear back into this beast, part 3. We're gonna go ahead and get the downpipe out of the way, but first I gotta disconnect this oxygen sensor right here. We have band. I'm just going to go ahead and unplug it. And now we got to just break these two 14s loose. Get this V-band off. Alright, got the turbo free. Let's go ahead and pull this thing out of the way. Let's see what that oil line looks like. V-band's off. Yep. All the piping's off. Right now there. Just disconnect these coolant lines, this oil feed. Gotta disconnect the drain from the block, and we'll pull her out. Okay guys, I got my turbo pulled out as you guys just saw. Pretty evident to see what happened. It actually looks like the seam on my heat tape came unraveled because I cut it on the end.
Roasted itself through right there.
Didn't even think to re-secure it, but it came apart. And you can see the oil line just again cooked right there. So back to the drawing board. Alright guys, you can see what I figured out here. So what I had the first point was I just had this little section and then the hose going on it. As you saw, the heat shield actually came unstitched right there and just let it cook completely right on this point. My new fix, basically what I've done is taken the 45 out of the turbo, added another 45 to it, and then I'll be able to hook the drain line to it, and then I'm going to completely cover this entire spot with heat shield and then another layer of heat shield. And I think just the sheer fact that this is going to be a lot further away from the exhaust manifold is gonna, or the exhaust housing is gonna help a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in, see if we can get it. We're back. Hey, so finished up the installation. I didn't film most of it, everything going back in, because you saw it all coming out. But obviously I got the new oil drain in. If you look, it's routed nice, and I mean, it's so far away from the exhaust I can't see it burning up again. But got everything back in. Just a quick one-day install and take out. Probably took me maybe 4 hours max. So that's all taken care of. I'm gonna fire this bad boy up tomorrow, make sure everything's good, and then got a little modification to the exterior. Pretty minor, but we'll be showing you that real soon. So thanks for hanging with us. We got the IS back. I finished putting the new oil drain in. It's working absolutely perfectly. I went out and ripped on it really hard. No smoke, no drain issues. Everything looks to be great. But there's one thing that I've always had a problem with this car, and you know, I think a lot of people would agree, maybe it's a little dated, are the tail lights on the car. I'm just not a fan of the Altezza tail light style. I know it's OG to the Lexus, but it does date it. I think it kind of makes them look a little, you know, 90s, 2000-ish. So right now I'm not going to buy new headlights, but we're definitely going to do something about that. So I have got a good old can of the VHT nightshades. I'm gonna go ahead and take this whole area and we're gonna make that red. So follow along as we get started. To get started on prepping the taillights, obviously have to remove them first. That's real easy. I actually had my 8-year-old son, Noah, take them out for me. All you do is you pull 2 little tabs. They're little kind of screw covers. You'll then just take I believe, what was that, a 10 or an yep, a 10 mil. There's gonna be 2 10 mils. You then slide the light out. Each light will be set in place. Just unscrew it, pop it out. There's one clip you have to unscrew with the Phillips head screw in the passenger side light, but pull those out, and then yeah, got the lights here. I'm gonna go ahead and just wipe these down real good with a solvent so that they're free of any grease or anything. We're gonna mask these off and get to painting. I'll show you what they look like in a minute. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and paint these lights. So when you paint, you just want to do nice even layers. Here they are before they're unmasked and drying. Look pretty dope. So here's the final product. I think it's a huge improvement over the Altezza lights. It's amazing what just a little bit of lens tint can do. So there's our free upgrade. Or not free, our cheap upgrade for the week. So we got the lights done. I hope that oil drain sure works. Guys, I appreciate you coming, checking me out. C3 Garage Media. We're out for this week. Peace.